This conference will now be recorded.
So in previous session, we saw what is Lens and what is the Einstein Analytics app. Nothing but like a report folder in Salesforce. So which controls the visibility and accessibility of app items. It may be Lens, dashboard, or anything, or dataset also. And we saw how we can create the app, how we can share the app, and how we can run the app with the sharing the app to different user group and roles, and how we can share the apps, and how to get the URLs and post the feeds, everything. So now let's see. We'll see on this Lens. Nothing but, as I said, it's just visualization of my data set. So what more thing we can do in the Lens? We'll discuss about exploring data set. When I say exploring data sets, it's we do through the Lens, and what we can do on top of the Lens. Okay, how I can view the Lens and what are the options we have in the Lens. So once we bring the data into Einstein Analytics platform, normally what we do, we can verify the data is correct or not. Let's see, I create a data set to get my opportunity information. Okay, so then I will analyze my data is correct or not, or how many data I want. It's came to the Einstein Analytics platform or not, quantity and quality of data. So to do all these things, what we can do from data set, we use to create the Lens. Okay. Once we have the Lens, how I'll analyze my data, how I can explore my data. So there are two things we can do in the Lens. We can using chart in Lens. I'll show how I'm going to chart in Lens, and also we'll see how I'm going to using table in Lens. Okay. Then we'll see how I am going to save this Lens, and we'll see how I can present the Lens, how I can present the Lens. Okay, and then we'll see how I can explore with conversational also, which I have said is the topic headings in the previous session. Okay, so let's go to our Analytics Studio. From the App Launcher, I go to my Analytics Studio now. I click on App Launcher, then I came to Analytics Studio. So from the Analytics Studio, as you know, the moment you click on any data set, let's I click on all items. As I said in my previous session, the moment you click on any data set, it will open as a new lens. See the new lens open up. Okay. So now from the dataset tab, the moment you click on the dataset name, by default system is opening the dataset as a new lens. And with that, by default, some simple chart already set. And you see in the left side, we will have like bar length, bars, and if you see, if you want, you can do the grouping also, and query limit, everything. So now, what kind of things we are going to do here? Okay, now when I'm going to using the chart, what kind of thing we'll have here? Okay. So to do that, what happens? There are many charts given by Salesforce. Okay, so let's see. The moment you open the dataset as a lens, automatically one sample chart is loaded as a bar chart, and you can see the bar length. Okay, like as the by default it's as the count of rows. Okay, and we can see right now it's without any grouping, and we can see there is no filter also. Nothing by default this chart will clear. Now you see I saw a bar, saw some bar chart here, and with this bar chart you can see this chart created as of the count of rows, how many records this data set contains, and there is no filter, and bar length set as a count of rows, there is no filter, no grouping. Okay, so with this simple chart which by default created can verify the quantity of data. From this chart you can see and understand, okay, I got 583 records on my data sets. Okay, we can see this data set like how many records you want. We can see that query limit we can set here. Let's see, I do not want all, I want only 20 records, for example. Okay, so you can see that kind of setup also. We can do how many records to be processed on this part. Okay, I'll explain each one by one. Okay, so also from the chart mode, we can convert to table mode by going to this table mode, which I'll show you in the when I discuss more about the chart. So if you see this chart bar length, so what this chart bar length can do? So now it's showing count of rows. Okay, I do not want to see the count of rows. I want to do this chart bar in different types. So if you want to, you can use some different kind of charts. And then for this every chart, if you see, there are many charts available here, like different kind of bar chart, as a row format, column format, stack format, many more things we have. And we have line chart, we have date and time related charts, Gauss chart, and circle and dots, everything. You can see there are many charts inbuilt given by Salesforce. So based on the data what you have from the data set, Salesforce Einstein platform also suggests what kind of chart you can use. Then you can go to the suggested chart here. If you go here, it asks what kind of chart you want. Okay, I want to do suggested chart like this. If you click, simply it will change. Okay, you can use that also. Whatever chart you want, you can simply use it. Okay, so let's see, instead of this bar length of count of rows, I want to change to something else. Then in the left side, if you go to left side, you can see best we have two options for my data set. One is depending on data what you have, you can build, or you can filter my data also. So let's, in this data right now I'm showing bar length as my count of rows. Let's say I want to change it. Simply I click here, instead of count of rows, I can add another criteria for my bar length. So I want to do the bar length of sum of amount. Simply I click on this. See, I have two bar length. One is count of rows and sum of amount. Same way I can add one more. Let's, I want to add, let's average of, or average of my amount. All the major type of field what we have, you can see. Or I want to add one more like maximum, anything based on data what you have, it will show. Let's minimum amount what we have. You will see minimum amount I have this. So different kind of chart you have. Okay, you can see from here. So now let's see. I do not. When I do the minimum amount, if you see, there is some format numbers that I have shown you in the previous example also. In format number, okay, I want all these formats should be currency type. As my minimum amount, I'm showing as a currency type. Okay. So what are the currency type? I can just read it here. Let's say sum of amount I have. Let's say I want to descending, ascending, or I want to move up or down. Whatever you want, you can do it. You can play around. Which bar length you want to set first. Okay. All these kind of things we can do from here. This is one thing. So this is nothing but my bar length. Apart from that, if you see, I can, if I make a note, simply what I can do, I can change bar length. Okay, depending on what bar length you want. When I say, let's see sum of amount I have, let's say I want to hide it. Simply I click it, and I have hidden this one. Nothing but I'm removing from the chart. So same way, if you see, I can add some additional bar length, okay, to analyze my measurement. For example, okay, I have my count of rows and what is the average amount we have with out of 583. My average amount is this, or I can say one bar length of sum of amount. Okay, so all this kind of thing we can do simply. Okay, let's say I want to delete it. Okay, we can delete this. So which is unused, let's say which we have hidden, and I want to delete that. Simply I can go and delete also. Now I want to add sum of amount. I can add the sum of amount here. See, I can get all kind of chart I am going to build here. Okay, same way I can add new bars. This is my bar length. Let's, I want to add a new bar depending on the my industry type. What type of industry my account is. If you see, I can get a list here. Okay, I have agriculture type of account 29. Okay, so out of that, what is my average amount and what is my sum of amount? We can analyze now. If you see, okay, I have retail type of accounts 23, where I got average amount of 1.1 million, and sum of all amount is 42 millions. That kind of analysis you can do. I can add multiple bar also. Let's see, I want to see it's a new business or not a new business. Based on that, I can select the field. Okay, it's new business. If you remember, when you create the data flow, we did that. So in the agriculture type of account, I have 23 new business and 6 old business. And out of that, what data I have? 1.6 million we got from the not a new business type of account opportunity, and new business type of opportunity we got 658k as average amount. And if you want, okay, on top of that, okay, I want to see what type of account rating is that. I can add multiple bar here. Okay, if I have anything that I will get it here. Okay, the groupings. So let's see. I will take one more like opportunity stage. Okay, now you can see. So when I'm analyzing this data, now I can understand, okay, I have agriculture type of account where I have closed on 3 opportunities. Okay, and from that my average amount is 640K and sum of amount total 1.9 million. And there is a negotiation review stage of the opportunities where I have one account, and from there I'm expecting this much of amounts. Or there is agriculture type of account where I have closed on opportunity of 17s, and from there how many average amount, sum amount, everything you can see here. Okay, everything, whatever you want, you can analyze the data in that way. And if you want the data set what you have, you can put filter on that. Okay, I don't want to see many more things. I want to keep the filter now. Let's I go to the filter here. I can filter based on my opportunity stage. So what filter I want? Okay. So if I go to stage, I want to see the stage of closed on and negotiation review. Instead of many more things, I want to filter these two only. So now see, I just filtered it easily. It's just quite easy to put the filter on your lens or dashboard or anywhere what you want. Simply select what filter you want to do. You can even add the multiple filters. Okay. So I want to see the opportunity where sum of amount is more than something. Simply you can go to this. You can set the range what you want. Whatever you want, you can do all this kind of filter also. Let's I instead of this kind of chart, I want to change the chart type. When you change the chart type, what are the filters and everything you have, it will be copied to the new chart. So same chart, okay, I have. Now I'm going to change the chart type to column type of chart. Simply I select this. You can see now how my chart looks like. Or I want to select as a stacked chart. See how it looks like. Or I want to select as a this multiple options. You can try each chart how the presentation you want to do. You can go and do it. Okay, if you want to do the line chart, and each chart have their own properties. Based on their properties, the look and feel of this chart will be changed. Okay, you can do the chart formatting also, everything. Let's say I want to do the line chart. Simply I click on the lines, you can see everything. Okay, whatever you want you can do. Let's say I click on the column chart or bar chart, how you want it will be that way. Okay, let's say I want to have my chart as bar chart. Okay, or if you want now, based on what kind of data you have, what kind of filter you have, what kind of grouping you have, then Einstein Analytics suggests what kind of chart you can use. Let's say I want to use, and based on the suggestion I want to use this chart. Simply I click, my chart is ready. You can see different suggestions. What kind of chart do you want? Okay, so now once you create the chart, if you want, okay, I want to change the chart formatting. Okay, one more option, see we see in the lens here, formatting. This option gives multiple charts here, and here you can see different kind of formatting. If you click on this formatting, okay, what we can do, we can set the chart title. Let's see, I will say opportunity based on account industry. See, this is my chart. And font size I want to change to little bit bigger size. Let's see, 24. And the subtitle categorized as new business opportunity. Okay, and let's subtitle font size how you want. That font also we can set here. Let's I set 14. And now if you see the how you want, do you want to, like, if you remember when you add a report or dashboard and you add the chart in Salesforce, you can configure what kind of coloring or what kind of value to display. Same kind of thing also you can do here. Okay, you can show the value in chart bar, then you can see the chart bar, I can see 17.3 everything. If you do not want, just simply uncheck it, then you can see what is there or not. If you want to show the value there, you simply click on this, it will show. If you want to normalize the value, okay, we can see if I click on this, nothing but with the percentage also we can see this one. See, so stacked group as a percentage of total, that we can do. If you want to show total is or not as absolute value or net value, that also you can do. See, I want to show the total as absolute or net value. The moment I change, you can see immediately it's getting changed. If I do not want to show, simply I said none, it's changed. Okay, I want to show as absolute value. Okay, then let's see the axis mode. The x-axis, y-axis, what we have. It is a smaller multiple or single axis or dual axis, what you want. That kind of thing, you can set it up. Okay, let's auto fit. You want to reserve the labels or not? I want to reserve the labels, or you do not want to reserve labels. See how it looks like. Okay, so all these kind of checks you can do and play around with this chart, and you can understand what more thing you can do. Even in the x-axis top, what you want? You want to show the log scale, you want to show axis or not? See, I just uncheck the axis. You can see here something being changed. Okay, see, I just selected. It's showing based on the percentage what we have. Let's say I do not want to show title. Simply I click this. The title will be hidden. These chart titles, count of rows and average amount of rows. If you do not want, simply uncheck this. This will go up. Okay, if you see the log scale, if you select, then you can see each one, the log scale, some of the range of scales, how it's following. Same way in the y-axis, also same thing. If you want to see the title or size or anything, in the same way, legend you can see. If you do not want to show legend, how it looks like. Okay, so legend nothing but which color points to what, close to on how many, or negotiation review in how many. If you do not want to show these legend colors what we have, simply you can uncheck this. Okay, or if you want, then the legend header what you have. See, I want to show legend header here stage based on what I'm filtering is the stage. If you do not want to say this, you don't show that, simply uncheck this. Okay, so legend inside chat area. If you select this, now you see inside the chart area it will show the legends. Okay, see how it comes up. Okay, let's say you want to reserve the ordering, you can select this. Okay, which one to come first. Okay, then if you see the positions you want to show on the right top or left top, the legend positions is being changed. Where you want, you can do this, or top center. Okay, like how you want, you can do it. Size how you want. Okay, I want 20% size. So if you see the size is increasing. In the same way, tooltip you can see, you can customize your tooltip. If you see nothing but we can enter the text to display when somebody hover over the data point in the chart. If I hover, what I want to show them, I can customize the tooltip. Okay, so what you can do. Now I'm showing the account, industry, new business, and all these things. Which one you want to show or not, that also you can do. You want to show the percentage, you want to show null values, or you can even add a custom text. Okay, so you can add some text here also based on some field or anything that you can do. Okay, let's see what is new business. If I want to see what does it mean, that kind of thing also you can do. Okay, so I'm not adding the custom text now. We'll see everything here. Same way, see the trails. If I click here, okay, it's not coming, no trails. Okay, see chart markers. Okay, if you want to edit the chart markers, that also we can do. Okay, click the pointer chart segment. See, now I click on this. I want to do some chart properties to set for that. Okay, let's say I will make this as a blink when it's being closed. A marker style I want to change as a background from some other color to some other color. Let's see, from yellow I want to change to green. Okay. Marker styling. The marker when I came, it's coming up with tooltip markers, whatever you have. Okay, that kind of thing we can do from here. Let me go back and just see when I highlight here what is coming. See, I have highlighted that, I edited this one. I can show what is this coming as a color and background color, everything we can set here based on the start markers. And also we can do the conditional formatting. Okay, you want to apply conditional formatting based on measures, you can do that also. Okay, how you want to display. Okay, average of amount I want to display as let's consider this color. Okay, and let's count of rows I want to display as yellow color. See how it changing up here. So what kind of thing you want, you can play around on this. Okay, let's I don't want to set anything. You can set based on the field what you're showing. No, I don't want to set any conditional formatting. Okay, like this you can play around with the chart. You can add the filter, you can add different kind of bars, you can set the bar length, you can change the chart type from here, you can change the chart type from here, you can use the suggested chart from Einstein Analytics depending on the data and filter what you have. Okay. In the formatting, you can set your colors and everything. And if you see the history, so what are changes you are doing, everything you can see from here. Okay. Everything you can see. Let's say click on this. So now you can see that at that stage how my chart was looks like. Okay. Or if you see initially how my chart was looks like. Okay. So everything you can do how you want. The property change is nothing but the historical view, whatever you have. Okay. So everything you can do, whatever you have. See, simply, I just came here, copy this one. Now, once you do this chart, what you can do? Now, I can save this one. There is nothing but a length. So in the length, okay. If you see on this left side, before to go that, what are the fields you have in dataset? Everything will be displayed here. Okay. So which fields you want, you can use. Okay. So if you want to see the hidden fields, if anything that you can, so let's see, I have this account ID and I kept it hide. What are the fields hidden? You can see here. These are the fields being hidden. Or you want to see the field API names, that also you can see each field and API names. Let's say you want to, let me go, instead of showing account ID or industry, simply I can use some understanding name, that also you can do. You can rename it, you can edit values, everything you can do from here. Okay. Let me cancel it up now. Okay. So this is nothing about the, based on the type of fields, all the fields will be there. You can see what is my major field, what is my derived dimensions, everything. Okay. Now in the dimension field, what are the fields we have and which field you want to use, you can see from here. You can add in the bar length, you can, let me close it up, and you can add in the bar segment also, and the segment based on the stage you can see here. Let's say I want to change the segment to something else, or I want to do the descending, that also you can do. Okay, closed or negotiation review, or I want to do as ascending. Okay, how you want, everything you can do here. Okay. So now, depending on how many records you want to process, that will define your query limit. Let's say I want to process at a time 1000 records. Simply I can go and set the limit as 1000. Okay. Depending on all 1000 records, I'm analyzing my data. Okay, you can define here. Okay, if you have any unused field, you can see here, or you want to make any field as unused, that also you can do from here. So these are nothing but a overview of lens, what you can do. Once you create the lens, what next we have to do? We have to save it. So after the data set is opened as a lens, you customize what you want. Once you are done with every changes, then simply you can go and save it. In the top, you can see there is a save button. You can click on this side. Then it will say what is the lens name. Let's I will give the lens name as opportunity with account industry. Okay. So what description you want to give, you can give here. Okay, version history, let's say I'm saving it as version 1. And which app you want to store. The previous session we created the app, which app you want to store. I want to store in the sales team app, and I click on the save. So this is my lens I have saved. So now if I go to my Analytics Studio, if you see the lens, I have a lens called opportunity with account industry, and I have here. If you go to the drop down, you can share it, you can delete it, whatever you want it. Or if you want to open it, you can click this, it will open up. Okay. Now you open, let's this lens is ready to present to your management. Then what you can do? So when you're presenting, simply we have an option here, you can see present. You can simply type, you can simply use the P keyword, key in the keyboard, you can type P and you can present also. Okay. That also you can do. Or simply click on this, it will present what is this lens is. Okay. Depending on data what you have, you can present to your business. We can save the lens, we can present the lens. Okay. Apart from that, one very interesting topic is that a very interesting thing is that which nothing but called explore with conversational. If you see there is something here. So what is this? Okay. Let's see. I want to see top 10 like it's nothing but your English statement, how you say, like when you explore the lens with chart mode or table mode, both the mode whatever you want to use. So we have this text flows. We'll do one thing. Once we do the table mode, then I'll explain about this conversational mode. What more thing we can do it. Let's see in the next session. Let's see how I can explore my um, lens as a table. Okay, what options we have there, how I can do formatting there. Thank you. Stay tuned for the next session.